The Lord be with you. Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. When the angels went away from them to heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "Let us go then to Bethlehem to see this thing that hath taken place, which the Lord has made known to us." So they went and found Mary and Joseph and the infant lying in a manger. When they saw this, they made known the message that had been told them about this child. All who heard it were amazed by what had been told them by the shepherds. And Mary kept all these things, reflecting on them in her heart. Then the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all they had heard and seen, just as it had been told to them. The Gospel of the Lord.
Alleluia, 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 alleluia.
The pastor was welcoming people on Christmas morning as they were entering the church. When he saw a young man, he took the man aside and asked him, "Will you join the Lord's army?" The man said, "I am already in the Lord's army." So the pastor said, "How come I see you only at Christmas and Easter?" He whispered, "I work for Secret Service." Well, everybody, a blessed Christmas. It is indeed my joy and honor as your priest to be with you on this Christmas day in this wonderful and great St. Mary parish. Each year, when the time comes to send Christmas cards, we get out the address book, and there on the list, we come across a name and exclaim, "Gosh, I haven't heard from him for ages." We can't even remember if we got from him Christmas card last year. So we are faced with decision. Will we or won't we send him a Christmas card? Most of us have someone like this in our life. Someone with whom we communicate only once a year. At one time, we may have been very close. But now it's come to this. For one reason or another, a distance grew between us. We got disconnected. And now we have reached the sorry stage where we are communicated only through a card at Christmas. It shows that relationship suffers from neglect as surely as garden does. And a relationship such as this is hardly a nourishing one. In truth, it has no real impact on our life. We can get disconnected from God too. It's not necessary that we stop believing in Him, but we get disconnected from God. We may have been very close to Him as children, but over the years, we get disconnected. When people allow themselves to get disconnected from God, an enormous loss occurs. A huge vacuum results. It's a lonely feeling of not knowing God. Our hearts are always longing for something more, or rather, someone else. In every human heart, there is an empty chamber waiting for a guest, and that guest is God. It's easier to trust in God at Christmas than any other time, because we feel that God is very close and is very loving toward us at this time. This is a special gift of Christmas. It proclaims that we are not alone in the universe. It gives us opportunity to reconnect ourselves with God if we feel we have become distant from Him, trusting that He will receive us back in His great love. Christmas also provides opportunity to reconnect ourselves with other people, especially our families. If we have become distant from them, that too will bring us peace and joy. The shepherds in our gospel returned to their flocks, glorifying and praising God for all they had seen and heard. Nothing has changed, yet everything has changed. Now their hearts were filled with wonder. They had a new vision, new hope, new sense of love from God, of His presence with them. Their lives glowed with meaning. The old world became a new one. It divided time to before and after Christ. Never ever after Christmas we can say that God is distant, but He is with us. He is Emmanuel. God is with us, no longer beyond our reach. Now we really know who God is. He becomes visible. And He is with us today and every day of the year in such incredibly marvelous way, the Eucharist. That's God with us. Today at this altar, a miracle will take place, as great as birth of Christ in Bethlehem. The bread and wine will become Christ Himself. Do we realize that at this Mass, we are no less blessed than Mary and Joseph, shepherds and wise men, that came to the manger? The same Christ physically will be present with us. And He needs us each and every week, 100%, without fail. And only if we invite Him to our hearts, we can truly appreciate Christmas. Christmas is a gift from heaven of God's Son given for free. If Christmas isn't found in your heart, you won't find it under your tree.